Cool. Good. Okay, welcome guys to your final 5 tribal council. You guys have made it so far deep into this game, and you are 2 tribal councils away from making it to the end. You have just got this one and one more left. Not gonna lie, we haven't really got any questions for you guys because it's getting down to the wire. So we do want to open the floor to any potential discussions, things people want to just talk about. So if there's anything anyone would like to discuss now, considering we are at the final 5 and we are pretty much into the jury phase, and this is the time for people to speak their truth. So if anyone has anything they'd like to say right now, now is the time. If not, I'll make you. Really?
Ollie, this round is like an omelet, you know?
No.
Everyone is just mushy
Mute him.
and cheesy and I don't know.
I'm gonna add omelet to the menu. Never mind.
You're on mute, Jake.
I rest my case.
Okay, well, I have a general question for everyone. How has your experience been getting to the final 5? Obviously, I know we have some experienced augurs, we have some newbies right now, but overall, like individually, how do you feel like your game has been since you've gotten to this point? And that's an open floor question. Anyone is more than happy to answer.
I feel like my game has been perfect, and I should sweep the jury, and I'm gonna win you, Nan. So
Lovely.
I think I had some bumps in the road in my game, but you never know. I could get lucky.
Quinn speak because she unmuted.
I was gonna say, obviously, I think everyone knows I'm leaving, which is okay. I've had a great time. This has been really fun. And as far as like the path to getting here, did not think after that Trevor vote I was gonna get here. So I don't know. I feel like it was a lot of hard work, but again, it's been great meeting everyone. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
So you think you're leaving tonight? How does that make you feel, knowing that obviously you're gonna potentially go into the jury with these 4 people playing a part in that?
Yeah, I feel like I have a lot of information as it is already. I think I'll only get more from the jury. So we'll see everyone's pitches in final 3. And yeah, definitely don't have a set vote at all. So yeah, I think some people might think I do, but I definitely do not.
Okay, thank you, Quinn, for talking. I'm gonna keep the floor up. Is there anyone else that would like to kind of give a sense of their game, has any opinions on how the game as a whole has been? Because obviously you guys have been doing this now for a while. So how does everyone feel like the game has been going up to this point?
You know, it's not going how I expected. If I look at the 4 people next to me, I actually can't stand any of them. I wish I could vote them all off right now, honestly. No. That was funnier in my head, I guess. No, it's been fun. You know, I faced challenges. I think we've all had our own individual journeys, where we've overcome obstacles. I don't think anyone is floating to the end, much like other people might say they are. I think we've all had adversities and we've given it 100%. And yeah, I'm excited to see the end game play out.
Okay, thank you, Jake. Anyone else like to divulge on that before I pick on one of the 3 that hasn't spoken?
I think it's been pretty chaotic just my game. I have no idea what's going on ever. And I just kind of, every day before tribal, basically my heart is beating constantly because I don't know what the hell is going to happen or what anyone is telling the truth or who is lying. I half the time I'm lying to myself because I don't know. So I think it's just been pure chaos for me. It is addicting though, in a sick way. I'm like addicted to it. So great. Thank you. Thank you all.
Is there anything that oh no, go Jordan.
I was just gonna say I was trying to think of one word and just roller coaster. It's been, but not like a roller coaster where it's like the click up part where you're like kind of, I don't like heights, so that's horrible for me, but the clicking part where you're like kind of relaxing, it's like just been loops the whole time. That's how I feel.
I think like we've all worked hard to get here. That's something that we can't deny at all 5 of us.
The analogy I like to use is for Survivor nerds. If this was like David versus Goliath, including like Madison in the last vote, like this 6 people, and the David versus Goliath finale all had a good case to win, I feel like that was true too, if that makes sense.
I'm Angelina. So take me to the end.
I think
I want to second what he says. I think what's interesting about this group is anyone could win. We have no idea what that jury is thinking. They could love someone, they could hate someone. It's such a mystery bag. It's like an omelet. You don't know what's inside.
It's fucking omelet. So obviously we're talking
for casting me.
So we're kind of discussing the jury like a lot because obviously that is a big part of the game right now. Does anyone have any thoughts or feelings about how the jury might perceive their games? No. Thank you, Quinn.
I was going to say, well, apparently I was going to get a lot of jury votes. Don't think that was the case at all. I think that there's a clear front runner here, in my opinion. I think that whoever can own different moves is definitely going to win. And I think the jury hopefully will respect that, or they might be bitter and not respect that at all and go with somebody completely different. So I don't know.
I'm going to be petty. Would you like to name that person personally, Quinn?
Who? Which one?
No. Who you think has the best shot of winning the game?
Honestly, I think, not to call you out, Jonathan, but if Jonathan makes it to the end, I really do think he has a really good chance of winning. I think he was at least with who I have been working with, in the mix to go a few rounds. But I also think, obviously Jonathan, Jake, Jordan, I think, no offense, Justin, I think they have the best chance of going to final 3. And I think of the 3 of them, if the jury is bitter, just based on what they're saying, I think Jonathan does have a chance to win. Because I do think, Jonathan, you can plead your case and you have made moves, and maybe it's been more subtle than others. Yeah. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying that I do think you have a case for sure.
That's what I'm here for, to get my case. I think the jury has had strong opinions of me on the way out, so I'm not sure like if it's out of frustration because I didn't include them on moves, or if it's because they see what I'm doing in the game. But I've definitely, like, I've played hard. I've played so that I can make a case against anyone sitting here.
Okay. And do you think that right now your case is good?
I'm going to speak it at Final Tribal. We'll see. I've never got to that point before. I always think of myself as a really bad public speaker, so I have no idea if it's going to sound good. I'm going to make it sound good if I can.
Okay. Is there anyone else that has a perception of how they feel like the jury thinks of them?
I do not think I'm well received. I think that's not a secret. 3 people. I think 3 people called me out on their way out. So yeah, that's my gut. I could be incorrect, but like Jonathan said, I fought like hell to get here. But you know, perception is reality. So, but yeah.
Okay. So does anyone have any final words to say? Anything to get off their chest before we go to vote? No? Okay, so what is going to happen is you are each going to go to the voting booth and you are going to cast your vote. Obviously, you know by now you're voting for who you want to send to the jury. So Sam, is the voting booth ready?
Yes, it is ready. I just can't send myself because I'm here. So I'm going to make you host again.
Okay.
And then you send us.
Oh, great. How do I do this?
Look where it says voting booth, not voting booth.
Yeah, I'm going to get you to change Meg to host because...
Imagine if I disappeared for like a week, this game would fall apart, honestly.
Okay, make me host again, then I'll make Meg host. This is great.
While they're doing that, I do have a question. This is not a verbal answer. This is a raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know what the future holds in this game.
Go on, Quinn.
I know what the future holds in this round, but that's it.
Okay. Just, just asking the questions that we all want to know.
I'm a host now. Hold on.
3 seasons later.
Right, so one